Hello everyone and welcome to a new first taste for the channel, where today we're going to be checking out TerraScape. Recently released by Pitfall Studio, this game sits squarely in the cozy puzzle genre, where you compete for points by building an idyllic kingdom from an assortment of tiles drawn from distinct decks that you unlock through progress. And if this process sounds familiar, it's probably because you've played Dorfromantik or Islanders. Though, the comparison to those games is a lot more than skin deep. Much like those games, the Cozy veneer hides a surprisingly deep amount of strategy for those who want to look for it. Or, if you're not in the mood for strategy, you can simply cast it to the wind and just focus on building beautiful towns and hamlets dotting the floating landscape. Though, on the topic of strategy, there is so much of it here that I will struggle to fit all of this into one video. So, following is an hour or so of my first jump into the game's Sandbox mode. I hope this will serve as a good window into what you can expect from the game and help you decide whether this is one for you or not. But if by the end of the video you find that you enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, consider massaging those lovely buttons down below. But with all of that said and done, let's court hubris and dive straight into the game on a medium advanced map. Also, I will have a sip of this delicious tea before we start. You should drink a sip of yours as well. Of course, you have tea, right? I'm actually being super stereotypical right now, and I do in fact have a cup of Earl Grey hot. Right, okay, let's have a look around. Medium advanced Terra over there. Okay, fair enough. Right, so we haven't got a large contiguous landmass here. I guess we could have seen that in the little mini-map there, but it's only now really dawning on me how that's going to impact things. I can definitely see why this is called an advanced Terra. There is going to have to be a lot of interplay between the resources. Now, the first thing you have to do is you have to place a keep. This is the main building, and it will have some impact in much the same way as in Islanders. Certain buildings like to be around other buildings. There are some that will particularly like to be around this one. We're going to go ahead, though, and we're going to place it right about here in the forest. And it has instantly changed things up. Now, you can zoom right in. You can already see how the game is starting to bring to life our card placement. It's got, oddly, such a... It's almost like a Carcassonne vibe in the placing the tiles, and then gradually this world comes to life. I definitely play Carcassonne very much through my imagination's eye, but you can see how it has risen some of the tiles, and they have formed much harsher kind of walls. We've got some stairs, we've got people moving around inside, just chilling out in there. Now, we can click on this, and this is going to upgrade our keep. This is a fairly big part of the progression of the game, as this is how you unlock which decks you're going to play with. Right now, if I open this up, we shouldn't have any decks available to us. Also, these are the synergies. As you place down tiles, you can create synergies, and they will make different buildings. They will combine to form something greater than the sum of their parts. And these are the only ones that I have unlocked so far as a consequence of going through the puzzle terrors, which I think is a pretty cool way of introducing things. But once I realized that, okay, I understand the game, well, let's just jump into a proper recording now that I know what I'm doing enough to not be make it a complete painful hour of me learning the game in front of you. Right, let's go ahead and press the upgrade for our keep, where we've got 0 out of 0 points, but this is how you decide what kind of decks you're going to have. I guess here as well we will generate some different ones. Generate urban on surrounding tiles. You get some specialist cards, I guess, from reaching these levels. We're currently going to be entering level 1, and as such, we can only choose from 2 different decks here. We've got the basic food deck and the settlement deck. I am going to say, based on the presence of so many resources around us, we're going to go with basic food first. I don't know if that's a wise choice or not, but it's the choice we're going to make. So there we go. Our little keep has evolved into a proper hill fort, a bit of a Motte and Bailey kind of affair. I definitely approve of that. I have made so many models of these things for school projects. You don't even want to know. Right, down here we now have progress towards unlocking cards in our deck. If we have a look over here, the only card that we currently have is the Gatherer's Hut. So let's go ahead and draw a Gatherer's Hut card. So we will click here and we will get a couple of cards. We've got 2 basic food cards. Now we have to get a certain amount of points down here to get more cards and to upgrade this deck. But over here is our progress towards upgrading our castle a little bit more, our keep, if you will, and that will then allow us to pick more decks. So if we have a look over the Gatherer's Hut, in a little way I also see some inspiration from the God game Reus, where certain cards have interactions with their environment, and it kind of presents that information in a very Reus style. So if we place the Gatherer's Hut down, we will receive bonuses or rather we will receive points based on the biome that we placed it in. So grassland being the best, but arid also getting us 10 points. But if we place it in rural or urban, then this will actually lose points. But it will receive bonuses also for the things that the tile features, not just the biome. So if it's next to a fruit farm, you'll get 25. It's next to a berry bushes, 15. Farms at 10. River, 5. As far as I've seen so far, every tile likes being next to a river. There is not a single one that doesn't like that. If it's next to another Gatherer's Hut, that's also okay, and wheat fields. But if it's next to a predator, that is a bad thing. Predators would be right there. And yes, I built my keep right next to a predator. Look, I want to keep my people on their toes. It's going to build character, I tell you. Right, so looks like berry bushes are perhaps the only... Well, we've got a couple over there as well, but I'm going to want to put these tiles nearby. So let's go and see what we can do down here. We've got 2 berry bushes right there and a big old river, so I think that might be a reasonable one. We'll get a bit of points there. We could still get 20 points just from being around the river. Berries be damned, they're gathering fish. But ultimately going here is the better call right now for the 30 points. So sure, let's pop that one in there. And that's already given us another card, and you will be rated based on your placement with a little plaque that'll appear above the building. You can turn all of these features off, by the way. I can turn off synergy. I'll keep those on for now because that's showing me the fact that placing it around here is particularly nice. But if I take that away, then I no longer see the little border around things that are interacting with it well. I like to have that one on. But you can turn off the resource view once you're familiar with the game. But I figured I would keep this on, A, because I've not interacted with all of the resources yet, so I'm not completely familiar with all of them, and B, this is going to make it so much easier to see why I'm placing things where I'm going to place them. So, but just know that you can turn this off to have some really, really pretty views. For example, like this. Let's go right in there. Got kind of banished vibes going on in a little way. And I've got to be honest, I am absolutely here for it. Even the music is chilling me out right now. Right, the other Gatherer's Hut we could place here and get 30 points again, because the Gatherer's Hut, the berry bush, and 2 rivers. But is there anywhere better? I mean, we can get 35 down here. Really? Okay, well, why is that then? It's still got the... Oh, it's because it's on grassland. Of course, of course, of course. I could go there for 30, there for 30, 45 here. I had completely forgotten that we got so much extra points from being on grassland. Oh, 55 over here. I've got to go for the 55. Come on. There we go. That has brought us a little bit of the way to unlocking the next card in the food deck, which I'm all for. Now we got 2 draws. Let's go ahead and get... Oh, that was kind of a bad one. We only got 1 gather out of that. It's kind of randomized how many you get. Now, this is going to be an interesting one to show you. One of the very cool features about this is that once something is placed, the points no longer matter. So, for example, I can place this here and I can get 50 points. That would be very much appreciated. Just making sure, because what I'm about to do requires that these are not cliffs. Those are hills. It is actually sometimes hard to tell, but that is a much more steep layer difference. I think it's like 1 layer of difference is fine, but 2 or more becomes a cliff, and so it won't work the way I am about to try and show you. But this right here, if I place this one down here, we'll get 50 points, as you can tell. Quite nice. If I place this one here, I will get 45, but Instead of doing that, we are going to go for a merge. Now, as I mentioned, I've covered a couple of the basic decks. Oh, this is an interesting one. There's something I could discover, but I don't have all the cards for it. Now, that is a little bit different. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and create a fruit farm, which will give us 2 cards or abilities to plant berry bushes themselves, and also generates grass on the surrounding tiles, which will be kind of nice. But this little icon here is saying, hey, you have some cards that are responsible for a synergy that you haven't yet unlocked. I really, really like that, so you're not kind of fumbling in the dark. Right, okay, well, let's go ahead and place this, I think, on this side. There we are, fruit farm. And it is engrassified all of the tiles that were surrounding any part of the fruit farm. There we go. And we have unlocked the hunting cabbing card for this deck. Marvelous. But more importantly, we have leveled up the keep. So let's go and check that out. Now we can go for forestry next, which might be a good tile to go for, given how many areas we have around this place. Or settlement. I think I'm going to go with settlement because I want some houses. And I am making this choice not specifically for optimum strat or anything like that, because given the amount of forest and how disparate this area is, maybe going with forestry, which is probably a little bit less focused on having things built close together, would be the better play. But I can build a prettier village. This is not going to be a super optimal playstyle. I am at least 50%, probably 80%, just trying to make a beautiful painting out of these floating islands. I'm going full Bob Ross with this one, I'm afraid. Well, actually, I say afraid. There's at least a couple of you I know are here exactly for that reason. But, you know, forewarned is forearmed, as the saying goes. Now, the fruit farm has a bonus of 25 points. So I could put this here and instantly get 55. Or 70 over there. But let's go ahead and check this out. We've got the cottage available, and I would like... Ooh, lower land. Sometimes you can get a choice of some specialist cards. Now, this does exactly what it says on the tin, I should imagine, and that is lower land. I've never actually picked them. I've always gone for the other cards, but I think we're going to go with settlement for now. There we go. We've got some cottages. Now, what I would very much like to see, we can make longhouses using this one. We've got some sort of combination there using probably the berry bush. Oh, actually, no. I guess it would have already mentioned the gatherer's hut. Sorry, if that was going to be a part of it. But if we have a look at the cottage, this can be placed on rural or arid. I believe if we have a look at that grass biome... arid biome over there, they will spread rural around themselves when you merge them. Much like as the fruit farm created grasslands around it, cottages, when they're brought together into a longhouse, spread the rural biome around themselves. But they will receive losses if they're placed on the coast or urban. They receive losses if they're placed near a predator, but otherwise they get quite a few opportunities to get nice big bonuses. Fruit farm will give them an extra 10, for example, which is actually really, really nice. They also like being around other cottages. That seems pretty solid, and also gatherers' huts nearby is a big one too, but they don't get any bonus from from berry bushes themselves. Given that, then, I could happily just go ahead and plonk these two down. We'll get a couple of points out of that. Then we can pop a gatherer's hut in there to get 85 points. There we go. Very nice indeed. That's a gold tile there. Very, very nice. That has brought us quite a fair ways towards our next draw as well. Now, I think we're going to go for a longhouse, which, just to remind ourselves, is 4 next to each other. This will give us a remove resource tile, and will also generate rural around itself. Now, I could place it over these, and there's no particular reason not to. But I think, well, maybe... it's not the best points there, if I'm honest. They will get a couple of extra points just from being next to each other, though. That being said, let's have a look around, see if there's anywhere else I could go. They don't particularly like being next to the keep, so there's no real reason to go for that. Let's see, we've got a couple of arid areas that I could start building a town over there. We've got some coastline down here that I'm not particularly fussed on just yet. We have, however, got rivers, and again, everyone likes rivers. I mean, you know, fair enough, I suppose. I also am quite fond of a river. Younger Aavak was fond because he enjoyed building dams. More mature Aavak pretends that he doesn't like rivers because of dams and has some more mature reason for liking them, but it's really because he still wants to build dams. Okay, let's go ahead. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't played more Timberborn based on how much I enjoy damming rivers. Right, let's get a couple of these down. There we are. We're not going to get high points here, but we can eke out a couple more. So placing this down there, making sure we place those ones first so that we got the maximum points here, and this should be low enough that we can easily get a longhouse. There we are. Absolutely wonderful. And we've now generated rural around here, so you have a look in here and it changes quite a lot. We've now got signposts, and you can see the sort of beginnings of well-worn paths around here. So this longhouse exists right next to this fruit farm and the gatherers area. They are providing us with plenty of food to the capital keep. This waterfall, how it keeps going, who knows? But it's fine. I guess, you know, if we've got enough time to wonder about how the water never runs out, then honestly we should be doing more gathering. Clearly we haven't got enough work to do. Right, we've got the remove resource tile. Don't really need that one right now. I would like to go for basic food so that we can get, there we go, we got a hunter's cabin. Now this one gets a bonus for being in a thicket. Thicket tiles are these ones right here. It's not the forest is the tile feature, not the biome. So we want the kind of dark greenish areas beneath the forest. They get a bonus for being around predators and around game. They also get a big bonus for the royal forest, which I believe, yeah, it comes from the forester buildings down there. Now that's probably going to be in the forestry deck, so we're not going to see those for a little while, but we've got quite a lot of this place. Honestly, it's just amazing for a hunter's cabin. Absolutely fantastic. We've got 125 over there. I don't think we're going to beat that. The proximity to the predator there is amazing. 125 seems quite nice, and if you have a look at the tiles, so that you get no points for that. If we have a look there, you're going to get bronze medal for this one, silver medal for that one, and gold for that. But at 125 and above, I guess maybe 115 above. Yeah, it looks like 115 and above, you get into what I can only assume is meant to be diamond. Just going to double check that there's nothing better. No, I don't think we're going to get better than that. So sure, 140, here we come. There we go. We've made a milestone to a hamlet there. Yeah, it is actually a diamond. I forgot whether it was just like a diamond-looking plaque or what, and I was a little bit concerned that, I'm going to call it diamond now, and so I was going, well, actually, it's platinum. But no, that's very clearly the diamond medal there. Right, okay, let's go back over to merge buildings. We have, in fact, unlocked the wheat fields. Okay, very, very nice. Alright, liking it. Some interesting combinations there. Don't know what they're going to be building into, but looking forward to finding out. Got another gatherer's hut that I could perhaps place down over here before we get rid of the very last of these berry bushes. I mean, 70 points is still a solid gold, so... I mean, it doesn't build into anything yet, though. Let's see what else we get first. Let's get a wheat field. Now, this wants to be on grasslands or arid, but I do know that I can make a little farmstead if I have one cottage and three wheat fields. So, let's see if I can't get that. I'm gonna, 4 gatherers' huts, okay, another fruit farm, I suppose. There we go, we got all the wheat fields, and I would love a cottage. 5 cottages? My lord. Okay, deeply approve. Right, well, given that then, how do you feel about being... you don't mind it too much, I guess, but I think a cottage over here would have been a better call. I don't think we're going to be building this over there, though. I do not believe that would be the right place to put it. Instead, let's try and find us somewhere where we can build out a wheat farm. Now, if we have a look over this will spread wheat fields and will also give us a lot more points. Generates grass on surrounding tiles as well. But Where would be the best tile for this? I'm feeling maybe somewhere around here. Not great points for the wheat fields themselves. Cottages do okay. We want somewhere with grassland surrounding it though. Maybe down here wouldn't be the worst place. Right there. I might be able to get a little wheat field. And you know what? Sure. We can go for a fruit farm over here. Let's pop a gatherer set there. Notice that I put down the 30 point before I put down the 20 point because now I've got 25 as a consequence. There we are. That's engrassified the area around it. This is nice grassy land where I will get maximum score for my wheat fields. So I'm going to pop the cottage. It's not the best scoring location there. If we go down here, we've got a megalith, which blocks tile placement, but my cottages are quite fond of being next to. I could get up to 25 points for being there, or 25 here, but it would dampen the amount of points I get for the wheat field. But I'd only by 10. You know what? I think we'll go for the 25 there versus the 10 over here. That being said, 10 versus 30. Actually, no. We'll get a lot more from going up here. I think ultimately this makes sense, though. Likewise, will this go in the thicket? No. Alright, well, I've spent long enough on the decision. Let's go ahead and just place down here. It'll make a lot of sense. Have a fruit farm right next to a wheat field. There we go. Absolutely loving the aesthetics here. This is such a cozy game. Right, we've got some more berry bushes that I can place down. We could place down another berry gatherer. This is going to get a bonus from being next to a farmstead and a fruit farm. If I placed berry bushes hither and hither, then we can get up to 80 points right there. If I placed another one down there, it would be even better. Do you get a bonus from cottages? You do not. You do not get a bonus from cottages. A shame, that one. Because otherwise I would have definitely considered placing it here. Because this, well, that being said, I could go for another fruit farm. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, let me try and get some basic food. There we go. So we'll go with the 70 here. Along with another 55. Gets a little bit off the river. And a 30 from down here. I'm guessing they're getting something from the megalith? Oh, maybe not. No, it's just the tiles, really. Oh, that's fine. Right, we'll pop one there. Get that last little bit. Now we've got a perfect little area in there for a gatherer's bush. But, alternatively, I could go all in and have a longhouse down here as well. And there's something about that that really is standing out to me. I know a gatherer's bush, a gatherer's hut would be the better option there. That being said, I could still go down here for quite a lot of points, actually. I think that would work out. We'll have another little area down here. We are very much over the point where I can upgrade the keep, so maybe I should go and do that right now. Okay, so we've got basic foods at forestry, or I can go for more food stuff. Community, fishing. You are only going to be able to grab 6 decks by the way. You can't just go through and get enough levels to get everything. That is not going to happen. So you do have to plan this out. So we're on level 3 right now. I could have enough points to get forestry, mining, workmanship, and knowledge. Though that might actually... Yeah, no. If this required full unlocks, you'd never be able to get knowledge based on what I was just saying there. We could get fishing as well. There's a lot of opportunity for fishing. There is a lot of opportunity for fishing on this little setup here. Trying to make the best decision here. Forestry would give us access to lumberjacks, royal forests, that sort of thing. But I think it has to be fishing, based only on the fact that there is so many places for us to go. We've unlocked the fish trap. Okay, well, let's go ahead and... now we're no longer guaranteed to draw from every deck that we've got now. So we've got 2 fish traps. Lakes or seas. They prefer lakes. And the proximity of fish or fishing outposts improves it, but the proximity of fish traps makes it is a bad. We do not want 60 right here. Now, all I have to do is make sure that I don't place it right next to other fish traps, and we should be fine. 55 there, 70 over here. How about the other locations? Not the most down here. Yeah, not another 70 there actually. Okay, well, based on that, I'm actually going to go for the oceans for now. We've almost gotten to the point of unlocking that another card there. We've got something that we can merge with over here. Not sure what yet. Let's go over here, grab another 70. We've unlocked the fishing boat building. Okay. Happy to see that. Let's have a look at what that gives us. Yeah, we actually managed to get it. Okay, so really only one card. That was an awful draw. Right, these ones prefer being on seas versus lakes, but we'll get a massive upgrade for being next to a fishing outpost, but only a little bit from a fish trap and less again for fish. Okay. It will also get a big malus for being next to other fishing boats. But as you can probably tell, we definitely want to get more fish traps down first. We've got some more gathering huts. Perfect. Perfect. Wanted to place one right about there. 105 points. Wow, how much am I going to have to do in order to get maximum points out of these cards? Still only gold. Have we got another location around here somewhere that is truly wonderful for berry bushes? I guess over here a little bit. That's 70 points there. But well, actually, no, that seems to be one of the best. 50 points right there. I could increase that a little bit by placing down some more berry bushes. That would get me up to 65 if I place one there. That being said, I guess I could put them all the way around this. Sure. Let's pop those down. Oh, got up to another milestone there. But if we now place that, we'll get a 70 if we want it. But I think we're going to go for one over here for now. There we go. Let's bring this up towards the final card in the basic food deck. But let's go ahead and try and get some more fishing cards for now if we can. There we are, another fishing boat. I would like... There we are, one more fish trap. Place game. I'm actually going to take that for the potential hunters' cabins. But what I'm really looking for is... There we go. That was a bit of a nicer draw there. Right, I would like to get some more cards going down here. Now, if I place one here, we should be fine. How big is the fishing boat? This is only one tile. So I would have to place it here, but I would lose a little bit from the fish itself. Alright. Got 40 points here. Sure. Only because this is going to maximize using the fishing boats a bit. We've now got access to shell farms, okay. Do we have any particular fishing items? Oh, actually, yeah, we've got the fishing outpost. Alright. Now, they very much like to be near a fishing outpost. Very much like it. So, let's see about trying to get that. We've got Shell Clam. This likes to be placed on seas or lakes, receives or loses points for being next to a fishing outpost, fishing, fish river, fish traps, fishing boats. Pretty much it's the fishing outpost that they like. And that's also the thing they use to make... Oh, we have got a legendary fishing boat over here. Increased range by 1. Has other biome influences. Has other resource blocker influences. Okay, let's have a look at how that differs. This one has more from fishing outposts. This one has less. Okay, shell farm. Get a big bonus for that. Okay, well, to have a look at this, we're going to need any combination really here. If I were to place this down, though, I'm going to get a load of extra points. But I really kind of want to hold on that one. That being said, this will get more points from a fishing outpost, specifically. This one also doesn't care about being next to another fishing boat. Ooh. Now that one's an interesting one. Given that, then, I guess it makes sense for me to do this. Place this down first. Well, I don't need to place that fishing trap right now. I could have a fishing trap over... yeah, fishing trap over here. Pop that in there. We're going to then place this fishing boat. It's not gonna... we're going to lose 30 points, but I'm going to then be able to place this right there and get 170 points. Which I think is a better call. Pop that one in there. That being said... I could place this now and get 155, or, because it doesn't care about the fishing boat, it would just mean that I could maximize the points that I was getting here. Whereas I'm getting 20 from that, and 5 from the fish, 15 from the fish. If I place down this here, I'll still get the 15 from the fish. I could get 60 here to make rather than getting rid of the fish there, I could get 60 here. Where would I be able to place this then? I wouldn't really be able to get as much out of it. No, I think we're going to place the shell farm right there. There we are. We've now surrounded this area with fish. Look at that. That's awesome. Let's get in there properly and have a look at that. Now, I have to take it on a game's word that this is what fishing outposts used to look like in ye olde times. I have not once in my life even remotely seen anything like this. I've seen it plenty in fanciful tales and in movies and such, but never this in real life. So, big question marks there. 185 there, 200. This has to be the best place for me to put that. But I might still be able to eke out a little bit more points if I place down. I could get 90 there, but that would lose a little bit extra. I suppose it doesn't matter as long as I'm not putting them right besides. I would lose 15. It'd still give me a diamond tile though. But it doesn't give me any bonus for having a fishing boat there, so there's really not much reason to. I would gain 30 there. Actually, you know what? Sure, we are going to maximize placing down the first fishing boat. We're going to get 105 now. Place you in there. If I could get... maybe... would this reach all the way? It wouldn't reach all the way down there anyway, so there's no reason to worry about it. Instead, I will place fish over here then. There we go. And then finally the fishing boat. 215 points coming our way. Don't mind if I do. Now that is marvelous. Does it look different? I mean, technically... Oh, it's not moving around yet, so I don't know, but maybe it is actually anchored. I don't know, it's moving around, so maybe it's going to unfurl the sails in a moment. I very much like that these move around in the same way that I like the little ferry boat. Oh, it does, it unfurls the sails as well. I very much like the ferry boat and the train in Dorfromantik. Right, okay, well that was actually marvellous. We could still get a little bit more here. We can get a 95 pointer there. 60 points here. I think we could pop a 95 down, sure. But before we do, let's go ahead and unlock this keep. Now, fishing has been very, very good for us. We no longer have the opportunity to get forestry, so we are now completely locked out of forestry, mining, or workmanship. Didn't realize that once you'd moved on from it that you wouldn't get the chance again. Huh. Based on that, if we want to get this, if we want to get knowledge, I now have to go... Well, actually, no, I could get food stuff, then trade, then knowledge. But I could also get community. I think I'm going to go for community. Let's go ahead and unlock the community deck. The tavern is now available. Ha ha! Didn't even know that was in that deck. But I'm very glad that I have made this choice. Fishery bill. Oh, wait. What have I unlocked? Ah, I've unlocked a new building there. Okay, fair enough. So this will give me... I'm not sure, is the answer to that question. Very well. Okay, Where would I want to place that? We've already got one down here, one there. We could perhaps get a something over here, but I'm not really sure what that would give us. Alright, well, I'm willing to give it a shot. Oh, we've already got a community building. Let's go ahead and grab a tavern. Look, you know, we've got a long house over here. We don't have one down here, so I guess the tavern's coming up this way. Wants to be near rural or arid. Get a bonus for fruit farms, long houses, less of ones from a city district or a farmstead. Cottages also help. Another tavern, no. Unlike real life, building your inn right next to an inn doesn't apparently, make for good business. Right, okay. 50 points there, not a big point scorer. Really not a big point scorer. 50 is about the best that we can do at present, unless I turn this into another fruit farm, which I might well do. Let's go for basic food, gatherer's hut. Place one over here. Sure. Like another gatherer's hut if I could. Hunter will do. Okay, well, hunting does not like being around other hunting. You can get 50 points over there, 65. We can get a solid 100 pointer there. But I've got 2 game that I can place. Kind of galls me that we're not going to make use of the iron at all. But well, I would say that was iron myself. I might be wrong though. 100 points there. Okay. Well, I am fine with placing down some game. Oh, can I not put it in the forest? But that's the best place to put it. What are they going to eat out here on the grassy fields? These are deer. They belong in the forest. I'm not even sure I put that in the right place now. I was so distraught. 130 points. Getting a silver for that one. Regardless. Okay, very, very nice. Very nice indeed. But let's get back to getting ourselves some more basic foodstuffs. There's the gatherer hut that I was looking for. Right. Can I place this one over there? Yes, I can. Get another big old food farm. Now, the tavern, going to want to be here. I wouldn't mind a cottage or two before then. So, cottage, not going to get as many points around there, but I could put one here. Maybe get another cottage as well. Gives me 25 points there. I mean, the tavern's not getting any bonus from that, so... Should I just go ahead and fill this area up? I see almost no reason not to, except... Does this get anything from being next to a... It'll get 5 from a cottage. This cottage will only get me 5 if I place it here, though. Whereas this will get me... You know what? We'll have a little something there. I know. It's not optimal, but again, it makes sense for me to have a little bit of wheat being grown near so many houses. This is becoming such a lovely little area. I'm gonna have so much fun right now. There's part of me that is looking to create a nice vista just so I can make a nice thumbnail, but there is another part of me that's looking to make a nice vista so that I just have something nice to look at. I want to make a happy little farm down here so that all the peasant folk can go out there and after a hard day's work ploughing the fields can return to the tavern. Right, we are going to want some more fishing at this point. That being said, I could place this over here. We don't get a malice there, so I'm all for that. That being said, we already have everything we need. We just need the fishery. I think we're going to do that. Sure. Though before I do, I would like to get down another farm. If we were to place this here, do they get any bonus for that proxy? They do not. There's 10 points there, no points up here, so this would be the best position for this. The cottage will be happy enough to go there. But it would be even happier to be over here next to the megalith. Got so many nice berry bushes there, though. Can I remove this resource? I can. I am sorry, dear, but I've got plans for this tile. I know the deer would have loved to have been there to eat... Oh God, why am I making myself feel guilty about moving the bloody deer? Why do I do this to myself? Nevertheless, again, we're going to pop that one down right there. I had plans. The plans have now been realized. But let's get back to the fishing before I distract myself. So, oh, we got fishery straight away. This one likes being next to the coast. Merged buildings give it 35, just any kind of merged building. Shell farm 20, fish 15, fishing boat 15, fishing outpost 10, river 10, ooh. Fish trap 10, and fishery minus 70. So don't put too many fisheries close together. This has to be built on the coastline. Oh. Right. Well, that does actually make this a little bit more complicated then. I'm going to have to... that would have been an okay place to have another fishing towel. Okay, this complicates matters a little bit. I could build one down there, for example. Build one here. How many points do you need? 2 to 5 isn't enough to give us diamond? What? I'm liking the idea of having everything kind of close together, but yeah, we've already lost the ability to build it in that little nook there. We could build it down here easily enough. It might be better for us to build it down here, though, ultimately. It's alright. We'll hold off on that one. Let's get a community building, see what we get. I got another tavern. Is that the only thing I'm going to get from... Yeah, it is the only thing I'm going to get from the community. Damn it. Alright, well, I mean, I'm sure no one minds getting another tavern in the towns, just... there were other things that I might have been able to get, you know. Not going to be able to get a longhouse down here, sadly. But I could get a couple of cottages, sure. One over there. Wow. It's a diamond cottage just from getting to 45. Alright, I approve. Let's get some more food for gatherers' huts. Some more settle... Oh, wow, that was 6 cottages. Yes. I'm going to place this down here. I'm going to place a gatherer's hut right there. I would like one more gatherer's hut if I could make it happen. 3. I accept. Let's get another fruit field. This tavern will have quite a lot of points around it as a consequence, but let's see if I can't get some just basic cottages over here. They're not the best tiles, to be sure. We've unlocked the well now. Okay, let's have... I resisted the well. I hope you're proud of me. Don't know how to make that, whatever it is. But I would like to. 70 points. Sure, let's get a tavern just right down in there. There you go. Perhaps we could get another tavern somewhere over here. 55 points there. 40, 45. Or we could easily get another longhouse here. So let's start building that up. That was not the... I should have placed this one down first. I placed those in the wrong order. There we go. Another longhouse. Have we got a proper stairs? How do we get up there? Does someone have to bring along a ladder occasionally in order to make it up? What the heck? Or are they just not allowed? Do you sit on high there, presiding over the lands below? I have questions. Another 75 pointer here. It's not within range of the other tavern, so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and place you. There we go. And we have unlocked the bathhouse building. All right. Looking forward to placing that one. We've only got 4 card draws, though. We've got a lot of tiles, though, so I'm not too terribly concerned. Still, it might be better for us to be a little bit more strategic with our placements. Now, the well. It likes to be in rural areas. Longhouses and megaliths get a big bonus. Cottages, huge bonus as well. Fruit farms, not as much, though. That actually might have been a better place for the well. Nothing too much going on there, unfortunately. Doesn't even really like the rivers. One of the first tiles that we've found that doesn't. Okay. Well, if we place this here, I can go ahead and build another farmstead there. Without too much issue at all. But we kind of want rural around here if we can make that happen. And I would love to try by placing down 4 cottages around here. So 1 there, 2 for 15, got 15 down there, and then the 15 there as well. Again, the order that you place them really, really does matter. And we should be able to get a 50-pointer right there. What else could we use here? Just regular cottages. Longhouses only give the same amount as cottages, so it would actually be better. Now I look at this. It would actually be better just to surround it with cottages, because a longhouse only counts once, as far as I can tell. Yeah, you get the points only once. Those 2 tiles still only give 10. This only gives 10. So, having it as a cottage and then a field would have been better over there. Yeah. Okay, duly noted. Duly noted. Would you get a benefit from being next to a well? No. So we'll place you down. Actually, now I see it. You get a benefit from being next to a wheat field first. I've been placing these the wrong way around. Ah, so sorry. Took me long enough to notice it, didn't it? Oh, my lord. Well, it doesn't much matter what we place here, I suppose. So we can place that one down first. Then pop this well in there. There you go. Now they have a place to get some fresh water. Marvellous. Beautiful, in fact. Now that cliff would easily stop a longhouse from forming. Word to the wise. Let's gotta see what we get. A bathhouse. Wants to be an urban or arid. Okay. Wants to be next to a manor farm, a city district, a settlement. A longhouse is okay. Houses or other bathhouses are bad. Oh, it's got a large range though. That's actually quite nice. Okay, that's giving me an urge to place this. Unfortunately, it would have been grand about there, but not quite as easy to do now. Still, I think we could just go for another longhouse there, perhaps. Have this one right in the middle. Do you get that much of a bonus of a... Yeah, you don't get any bonus from things such as cottages themselves. Alright, to maximize this then, I kind of want to build a longhouse there and a longhouse over here. Yeah, I think so. Alright, we're not going to get the option. Let's go for fishing then. And let's go for settlement. 5 cottages. You spoil me. There we go. And one in there. Another longhouse complete. Plenty of opportunities popping up now. And another cottage right there, I think. I could go for the well at this point. In fact, the well would have a much bigger potential. Because the bathhouse can still pull the same amount from here. If this was a longhouse as well, I'd still get the benefit from that. But I could make that longhouse last. I just need to leave that tile open for the well. Alright, let's go for more settlement tiles. So we're going to have a cottage here and a cottage there. Actually, first I will place this cottage down. Now, I will have that one in place. Do you get any benefit from being next to a bathhouse? You do not. Okay, well then this will give us a diamond card for this one. There we go. Not too bad at all. The bathhouse now can go in there and will get me a goodly bit of points. We'll first make this longhouse. Does this benefit from a tavern? No. I mean, I'm trying to set up a bathhouse in a village, and I guess what this really wants is more of a city kind of deal, but at least they've gotten steps. They're not being quite as exclusionary as they were before. Well done. You were learning. We'll pop that one down there as well. There we go. Really, I mean, we're ruralizing this area. Let's not paint it to be anything more than it is. We are ruralizing. We are not urbanizing. Right, but that gives us now 60 points, which is nice. We can't use this tile, so I'm not going to worry about it. Is it a blocker, though? No, it's just a resource. That's fine, then. I'm actually kind of feeling... I know that a longhouse is the right call here, but a farmhouse is where my heart is. And so a farmhouse is what I'm going to do. That simple. I can't place it there though. Ah, okay, never mind then. I have been forestalled. Is this always a blocker? No, it isn't. But it is for all intents and purposes right now. Okay, well let's just pop that bathhouse down. There you go. Right next to the well. Kind of makes a lot of sense actually when you think about it, though I can't claim that was why I put it there. I would like to be able to say that, but no. Right, okay, well back over here then. I want to have a look at... Where were you? No, that's not the one. There we go. I'm going to need a fishing net. Well, we got a shell farm. Not quite what I was looking for, but okay. This does like being around shell farms. So, depending on where I place these tiles... Put the shell farm there. Do you like being next to... fishing outposts, rivers, fishery, fishing boats? This is already going to give me 110 points. This will only give me 30. They'll give me 60, and it'll still be within range, to be fair. Okay. Fishing boat here, then, would definitely help out. Oh, sorry, over here. Alright. I don't have the ability to place more fish, sadly. Could I maybe get a little bit of something over here? If I have a look at the fishery, in terms of the fishing outpost, we get less from that from the shell farm, the fish, and the fishing boat. So we don't want to merge them into a fishing outpost first. We want to wait on that one. Duly noted. You will get a bonus from being next to a fishing boat, but only 5. Whereas the fishing boat, do you get a bigger bonus from a shell farm? Yeah, you get 10 from a shell farm. So I think that's got to be the order of things. Can I sort these out? Yes, I can. Oh, that's so much better. I want my last draw to be fishing again, and we got a fishery, which is... Oh, no, we got the fish traps. Fantastic. Okay, so this will get more out of... sorry, the fishing boat will get more out of the shell farm. So let's go ahead and set this up. We want you there. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to place the shell farm first. Sadly, because if I do... it's going to change that up. So I'm going to have to place the shell farm over here. That's fine, though. We're then going to place the fishing boat. Get our 70. And finally, we'll place the fishery right there. Get 150. That's fine. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's see if we can't maybe get a little bit more. I completely missed what that tile was. That is absolutely on me. We can't place anything there. That's fine. We might be able to place something down here, though. No. This is going to give us place fish. It'll also add fish on free surrounding tiles. But what will this one do, I wonder? Let's find out, then. Okay, so all of the tiles around it. Yeah, within a range of 2, it adds so many fish. Fish farm. All makes sense now. It all makes the sense. Okay, well, you get only a little bit from being next to a fishing outpost, but a fishing boat gets quite a lot. That said, it would lose a chunk from being next to that one. So instead, we are going to place this right here, and then find out whether 105 or 105. Okay, I guess we're going to go down here, because that still gives us an option of doing the same again, if we would really like to. We're going to go all in on the fish over here. There we go. This is a... Wow, okay, this is actually kind of amazing over here. Right, we've got another fish farm that I can place in. 75, 85... Let's go... Well, actually, do we have... A fish trap is the same as a fishing boat. Same as fish. So realistically, doesn't matter in what order we place this one. Right, I would like some more fish, please, and thank you. Another fish trap. Fantastic. Fish farm gets no bonus for being next to a shell. Whereas this one does, so this one can go down first. Place it right there. And then the fishing boat can go in here. Get a good chunky bit of points there. And we can place even more fish. Okay, wow, I feel that we might be overfishing, but I guess we're just gonna have to accept that the game knows what it's doing. And not ask silly questions that we might not want the answers to. Alright, we'll pop this down there just to get a couple of points there. Alright, we've got a good couple of draws left. Now, I could have another gatherer's hut down here. Place berry bush right there. And then place the gatherer's hut right there to get 70 points. I accept. 35 there, 30 here. 25, 30 over here. Okay. Can I afford to pop down a tavern, I wonder? Let's see if I can't get myself a tavern. No, they just want to give me back. What are you trying to say, game? There we go. 100 pointer. Okay, that's not too bad. You would benefit from more longhouses, fruit farms, farmsteads, wells. Okay. No, I think I can probably make that happen for you. Oh, actually, I'm not going to be able to do that there, no. Grand demolition would probably have been the right call for that. But this tavern... If I place it there, I'll get 100. Is there anything else I can put here? Cottages will do. Wells will do. Let's see if I can't get an extra well. That'll be... no, we need basic housing for that one. Okay, we'll go with fishing then out of those. Since we've got so much opportunity for that. Let's sort the cards once again. So we've only got fisheries and fishing. Do I have the opportunity to make another... no, I really don't. I could put a fishing boat there. 80 points, 95 points here, 105 points there. Would that benefit from the fishery more than the fishery benefit from it? Nope. Okay. Pop that in there. Fishing boat is the same weight. 250 there. What do I need to do to get a diamond here? Oh, vexing. Truly vexing. Let's have a look. Oh, settlement. There we are. That's what I wanted. And we got the well. Perfect. Let's head on back down then. Now, what I wanted to see is how much we'd get there. 35. I mean, it's not terrible. Could place in a cottage or two first. I mean, obviously I can't put... Well, I could put a tavern there. I could have a well over there, perhaps. So... we would want the cottage to be placed first. And then another cottage there. Then the well can go over here for 40. Alternatively, I could place that for 10, which will get me more points. For 25. Does this any benefit from a... It does get a benefit from a farmstead, so you know what? I'm going to place it down here. The wheat fields will get almost nothing for this, I know. But the cottage will get a little bit extra from it. And then the well... Oh no! Oh, I wasn't paying enough attention. My bad. Now, just so you're aware, this won't fix it for us, but you can do an undo if you make a mistake like that. At this point, this would be the better option. Oh well, I guess this is just the end of that town. My bad on that one. I didn't rotate around to check. But that cliff right there prevents us. If I'd realized it and I had a lower ground, I could have made that work. That was my bad there. But it's a good illustration of a situation in which that is not the best thing to do. Let's get another cottage down there, I think. And now we place our tavern for 130 points. Not terribly bad, I guess. That's almost gotten us up to the next deck draw. Okay, that's starting to come together now. Very much coming together. I do feel like we missed a trick though, grabbing the lumbering when we did. Oh well. Alright, let's get back to our fisheries. I've got a bajillion place fish that we're not going to use for now. Instead, I think we're going to... If I had a... Oh, I don't even have that. Grand demolition. Demolish merged buildings. Huh. Now, the interesting thing with that is this, assuming... Okay, I'm willing to for science this one, but assuming that this works the way I'm hoping it will, we should be able to just rebuild the thing. I will take a grand demolition just to for science this. Yep, it's all gone. Oh, and the biome is now just dirt. Well, I guess, what was I expecting? But there we go. But that is an interesting one. You can just take down a building and then rebuild it if you've got the cards. Right, okay. Up for trade or culture? I think we're going to go with trade. Sure. But that's where we're going to have to wrap this episode up, as I'm afraid we're all out of time. So if you're interested in what the trade deck opens up, or how much further we can take this kingdom, and whether the Lonely King ever makes any friends, do let me, and more importantly, Saint Algorithms know that you enjoy extended first tastes. But I do hope that you have enjoyed this video and its glimpse into TerraScape. It really is a truly beautiful little puzzler that I can see myself playing as much for the cozy vibes as the surprisingly compelling strategy layer. And if you've decided you'd like to add TerraScapes to your own library, then you can find links on where to pick that up in the video description down below. But that's going to be all from me, so until next time, and as always, do take care.